Hey everybody, we're back here at another job, back in the woods. It's good to be back in the woods. We've been in the shop for about a week, a little over a week, just due to bad weather around here. So I'm excited, I'm ready to be out working. A little chilly, but we'll get over it. So what do we got here today? A couple videos ago, you saw the 130 being loaded up. We were leaving Table Rock Tea Company with it, and this is the job where it came to. We brought the dozer and the excavator straight from that job to this job. So what do we got here is, this is where the road comes in, and the customer here is wanting, there's kind of a bowl cut into this hillside. There's a big hill right there, kind of loops right around to here. This shed right here and the one back behind it, those two are staying, everything else here is coming out. He wants this ground here to be usable and actually do something with it. He's got a little shed and a tractor, a little portable barn, and a couple things here that you know, I think he wants to get tucked back up in here. I can't remember exactly what he wanted to do with this area, but eventually the customer is going to build on the top of the house, if I remember, top of the hill, a house up there. You know what I mean. But so this is wisteria, and if anybody knows anything about wisteria, it is the worst. It is terrible. It will just overtake. It's a lot like kudzu, but tougher and harder to get rid of. You can see, like, looks like here's where some of the roots are. But this web of roots will just travel all across the ground. You can see it going up here in these trees, and it just chokes everything out, kills it eventually. But this stuff is tough, extremely tough. It's hard on the grinders. It can cut it, but you have to keep a very sharp knife on the cutter. It can be cut. Ow, for that roof. But you can cut it, but when you do cut it, it will grow back. Just like any other material, it's gonna grow back. There's 99% of what we cut, we are just getting it to a manageable position for the customer. They're gonna maintain it after that. Just like this tree right here. This tree was cut down last year, and this right here sprouted back up. That stump is still alive, and this will keep growing off of that. Same thing. So with just the situation we got with the hill here, we are gonna try to pull and grub out as much of that wisteria, because it's gonna be very hard for him to maintain it, for anybody to maintain it. But anyways, so the best thing I think for this job is to grub it out. The customer was fine with us cutting it, but I think the best thing for the customer and for us is to pull this material out and pull it out and burn it. That's what we're gonna try to do here. So we're gonna get up kind of in this area is we're thinking about trying to do a fire. So we're gonna get everything cleaned off up behind that. Getting some of this pile, this junk moved out of the way. This is actually a black walnut that he tried burning. So Josh has got a little portable sawmill, or a little chainsaw sawmill thing. And he's gonna probably saw that thing up if he doesn't break it. Did it break? It's Toto there for now. So we're getting some of this junk cleaned up to where we can get in here, see what we got, see how it's gonna pull off the hill is kind of the idea. So we're gonna have to shuffle things back and forth several times, I'm sure. This is all, we brought the mini, or I'm sorry, the 130 and the dozer. We didn't bring anything else just due to wasn't sure what we were getting into right away, but so Willie and Mike are out on a little job. Hopefully they shouldn't be too long. They can get over here and help us. Pushing up some of this junk here and found a septic tank. Yep. Thought it was a well at first, but no, it's definitely a septic tank. So pretty sure they're not going to reuse that, so we'll smash it up, fill it in, but don't fall in that. Be careful. Stanky. Actually, it doesn't smell. Let's do this. right, well, I just got back with the Mini, ran up and grabbed it. Josh is making his way with the 130 here. Doing a fine job there, son. So he is going to make his way around the backside and keep grubbing off that hill. I mean, that looks great, what he's done there so far. I think we can get a machine up top there and then grub out up there. We'll take the Mini up there. But the customer is gonna stabilize. He's got trees and all kinds of stuff he's gonna plant on this hillside. So we don't have to really worry about that. We just have to get it to where he can, oh, gotta watch out here. Get it to where he can do his thing on it. So I'm gonna go clean up around these buildings over here, and then Josh is gonna continue that way. So we got my brother, one of his guys, and the old dump truck. They're coming tomorrow. We're gonna get it cleaned up around this so we can start hauling this thing out of here. I am gonna use a little bit of that wood to get my fire getting hot, is the plan. All right, here we go. So what I'm doing is I'm going around this building over here, trying to get as many vines out as I can, and then we'll take the building down so all the vines aren't mixed in around it. Was the idea. Things in regen mode, super loud. Well, Josh, we found it's not an outhouse. They said it was like a cistern, like where they got their water from. But oh man, it's disgusting. It smells so bad. It's like oh. Oh, it's so gross. Oh, I can't even near it. Oh. There's like, oh man, it's so bad. Here, you do it. It's like 4 dead possums at least in there. Nasty. Oh man. Oh, I can't take it.
He's got a weak stomach.
Think we should pump that out?
I don't want to.
Do that with all that walk in there. That's terrible, man.
What do you want me to do? Alright, I'm gonna dig a hole for the carcasses over here. So there's 3 of them.
That's nasty, man.
Just in time for lunch. Don't squeeze it. There's one more. It's like right here. It's somewhere in there. It's like half of one. There it is. poor little guys. So that's that. How many were there? Like 6 of them? Lost track. There's a lot. They didn't quite make it in the well thing here. So we're trying to figure out what to do with this water here, because you obviously can't fill it in with water in it. Was that already like that, or did I do that?
I'm sure you did it.
My bad. Is it broke?
Huh?
Is it broke?
No, it's good.
Anyways, there's a good bit of water here and here. So we might have to pump it out or something. And then fill it back in. But the smell's gone. So
Oh yeah, it's gone.
For now.
That was awful, Josh.
Awful.
I can't do smells very well, as you can see.
Pretty stinky. Woo.
Man, I thought I was gonna lose it. I'm not even hungry now.
Yeah, just in time for lunch.
I thought it'd be better to do it on an empty stomach than a full stomach.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we're gonna eat lunch and then keep hitting the ivy. Wisteria.
Whole family of possums down
Whole
in there.
family. They went out together.
Hey man, anybody seen Dad? All right, so we got our possums all buried. I threw some block in there, and it's still about, I don't know, 2 feet from the top, something like that. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We might have to pump that out or dip it out or something. We'll figure that out in a little bit. But our brush pile is definitely getting pretty big. So we're kind of pushing to get these two building, or the building, whatever it is, house, building, barn. I guess it's a house. Anyways, we're pushing to try to get these down and out of the way and kind of stacked up about right where Josh is sitting. And then somewhere right in here, so we could get this loaded out tomorrow. We got that truck coming first thing in the morning. So kind of the idea is get all the trash moved up here, and then where they can just be excavator, come in nice and easy, load them out, get them out of the way, instead of having to, you know, pick it apart and throw it in the truck, that kind of stuff. So we're trying to get this cleaned up to where we can put the trash, basically, is what we're working on. And then if we have time today, we'll go over there and start on the fire. Well, we had a nice fire going, real nice. We took just a little bit, just a tiny bit of that wood, maybe 1 grapple full, 2 grapple fulls. Dropped it down. Josh had about a 6-foot pit right here. Dropped it in there, lit it up. She was hot. Started loading it up. Neighbors called, complained. Fire department came out, said you gotta put it out right now or we're gonna put it out, we're gonna charge you. Something like that. They said you gotta put it out right now. Yeah, he's like, put it out. Are you kidding me? So we just put out our fire, and now we have to figure out a way how to haul all this stuff off. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I might try to get the mulcher up there and grub and lay some stuff. I don't know. It's not what I was wanting to do. Not what I was wanting to do at all. Like some stuff like this right here, we can find a spot to lay down and throw that down and grind it up, and some of that little scrubby stuff. But I called the customer and told him, and he knew exactly who the neighbor was. He's like, oh, yep, I know, it's so-and-so across the street. So but anyways, we're gonna keep moving forward, getting the house down, pretty much down. Just gotta waiting to tear that down before I get all the block mixed in. But yeah, so anyways, we'll keep on going. All right, well, that looks a lot different. There's the whole house, all the junk that was supposed to come out. There's one little pile of concrete or metal and trash over there on that side, but yeah, so we got a nice little spot right there on the porch to be able to load out, back the trucks right in here tomorrow. We have not figured out what we're gonna do with the material yet. Still in debate about what to do with it. It still needs to be pulled out no matter what, but whether or not we pull it out, set it right back in place and try to grind it, do some grinding up there, I don't know. We're just gonna have to play around with it. I don't even know if I can get a machine up that hillside right there where it's pretty steep. I know I can mulch right there. That's a good spot to be able to lay down material, but as far as getting up there and all that stuff, that's another story. But as far as this right here, what we kind of pulled out around these buildings and stuff, we got to figure that out. So probably end up hauling it off, but I don't know if I'm going to use my big dump trailer. The problem is we can't get it in over here. I'll show you the road in just a second, but if I could get it in here, I'd use it, but I don't know if it'd be worth transferring all that material way up there just to be able to haul it off and stuff. So I don't know. I just don't know. But see, there's snow on the ground. So I got this all cleaned up. We just pushed it all back in our burn hole, all that junk, trash material, all that's got to come out, and those trees with the ivy have got to come out too. So once we get this out of the way, then we can drop stuff down here and kind of figure out what's going on. But here's our entrance exit. So it's pretty narrow, as you can see. Yeah, a little sketchy in areas. And this side's not looking much better. Pretty rough down there. I mean, that can't be more than 14 feet across. Probably between those two, 12, 14. I think if I pull up there, I think I could back in. We'd have to trim out right along here. I think I could back in, but still, I would have to pull up. I don't know. I gotta think about it, sleep on it, pray about it. But anyways, we're heading out, and we will be back here tomorrow. Keep rolling. I'm gonna be in and out. Josh will be here all day. Willie and Micah moved on to a second job for the day, so we're looking right along. I'm gonna take a look up this hill real quick here. But hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, y'all.